So St. John's wort, we typically don't use it dried. So I have an example here of the dried plant matter, but we would typically use the fresh flower. And the action is very specific. It's sedative, it's anti-inflammatory, it's slightly astringent, and it is known most commonly as an antidepressant. The systems that it works on are the nervous system, the hepatic, and the integumentary. It's bitter, sweet, and cool. One of the ways I use it mostly is actually for neuralgia or nerve pain, although in the media it really has just gotten response from being an antidepressant. And most herbalists know that they tell you if you are on SSRIs or MAO inhibitors, which tend to be the drugs that we call antidepressant, you cannot use St. John's wort at the same time because it actually works as an antidepressant, and so do the pharmaceuticals, so it's just too strong of an action when you put the two together. We typically won't use it for someone who is like suicidal or chronic deep depression, but it works great for people with that either situational or mild depression, people who just get the blues, or what we call SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. Energy is bitter, sweet, and cool. Neuropathy, we talked about using it for neuralgia, but we can also use it for neuropathy, which is really what a lot of diabetics or other people get when they can no longer feel the nerve endings in their fingers or their toes. It's great for burns. Something not very widely known is it's really good to treat burns, and it's also really good for herpes. So although we don't call it an antiviral, it does have some action, either reducing the stress response so the herpes flare-up doesn't occur as often, but it's definitely great for that, and also for rheumatism. Again, the only caution is do not take if you are on SSRIs or MAO inhibitors. Some people say that taking St. John's wort will actually cause some photosensitivity, which means when they're out in the sun, it actually causes their skin to burn. This could potentially happen, but it's also being put in sunscreen recipes as a way to protect you from sun damage. So that would say use as a case-by-case basis. If you think someone has a tendency to burn in the sun, then maybe they shouldn't take the St. John's wort if they're going to be exposed to sunlight for a long time. Fresh infusion, fresh tincture, fresh oil. Using it dried typically does not have much effect. If it's an infusion, you want to use 6 to 12 grams, 1 to 3 mils 3 times daily as a tincture. And topically, there is no doses, just apply as needed. Works great for an oil for nerve pain.